What's going on, Sky Squad? We are back in the building. We are live and in full effect on this good hump day. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. I'm actually not gonna hold y'all too long today because I got a meeting at 1 o'clock with my accountant. So we're gonna have to make it do what it do today, baby. If you are in the chatterization, let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm just gonna highlight a couple of people up in the audience. You know what I'm saying? Up in the community today, baby. We got some things to talk about. We're talking about Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill. I have not had a chance to touch on that, so we're gonna touch on it here. We are also going to talk about Wendy Williams' show. Some not so good news for Miss Wendy, or is it? Okay, so we gotta let's get up into this thing right up in here. Okay, so first things first, I want to pull up the story. You guys have seen it all over the news, but I ain't really wanted to talk about it. I ain't really want to talk about it because in my mind I was just like, let's just leave this married couple alone. I mean, I just feel like she didn't just left the show. She didn't just got pulled into a little beef with Nene Leakes. You know what I'm saying? She's, had a little issue with Kenya Moore. And she done left the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So in my mind, I was like, just leave this lady alone. Okay, leave her alone. But here's what's going on. For those of you guys who don't know, okay, shout out to the Shade Room for this post. It comes from TMZ though. So here is what's been going on for those of you guys who don't know. Mike Hill has been accused of sending, the naughty photos and videos to another woman. And apparently, this is an anonymous user. I don't necessarily even remember who it was because the account that made the cheating claims has since been deleted. Okay. But I think if you go back and check some of the sites like the Shade Room and it's on site, they actually have those messages up there. We're not going to show them here. Now, Mike had already previously denied the rumors, and he had also stated that wasn't even his thing in the pictures and the video. He said he know what he looked like, and he know that ain't him. Okay. Now, this is the first time though that they've caught Cynthia and Mike together, and for them to both put the rumors to bed. You know what I'm saying? So here they are heading to the airport at what looks like LAX. Okay. I know it because that's the same Delta. If you look at the video, that's the same Delta terminal / kiosk where I was bamboozled with my last flight from LA. Okay. That's how I know it. And that's how I recognized it. And if you're wondering if I'm still a little salty, yes, I am. Okay. But anyway, may the odds ever be in their favor for them to get to their destination. Okay. Because, Delta, it felt to me like they just didn't even care. Anyway, for me, again, I was like, okay. I mean, this whole situation to me, it kind of came out of nowhere. And I'm less interested in what the rumors are. I'm more interested in how they are handling the situation. Okay. Because they are presenting a very united front. They were asked by the reporter, what it was, what the situation was. They both denied it. And, Mike wants for his accusers to get some help. And the reporter asked them if they were going to be taking any legal action if rumors persist. And, Mike kind of alluded to, maybe doing something like that if the rumors persisted. So I do want to note that it was the reporter that asked that question that wanted to, because what they do is, what's funny? I can't imagine. I mean, listen, it's probably a tough job. When I was in LA, let me come back up real quick for a little bit. When I was in LA, I used to work for AfterBuzz TV, right? And so I used to do recaps, but you could also, as part of AfterBuzz TV and as part of any other media outlet, you could get, press credentials to do red carpet interviewing. Now, this is for me, I found that red carpet interviewing was not something I could do because you got to be trying to grab people and ask them the questions that you want to ask them. And you only get a minute or two, with the people. So that felt hard enough to me. I was like, oh no, if I have a conversation with somebody, I need an intimate sit down conversation. I need a Barbara Walters type top style moment. I need to sit down like Oprah Winfrey, looking at them royals, asking them the questions. That's how I want to feel, because I just know for myself, I feel strange trying to pick and grab people like that. So where I'm going with this is, to me, it's got to be hard being one of those paparazzi people where you're trying to ask people questions and they trying to walk about their merry way. It's like those people I have done this too, so I'm not being shady. It's like the people that be at the kiosk at the mall. You trying to walk through the mall, okay? You trying to walk through the mall, and there is somebody trying to hand you some lotion or something like that, as if my hands was ashy. And the thing about it is, I got respect for it because at one point in time, long time ago, I was handing out samples of Pepsi. It was a blue Pepsi at that. Let me tell you the truth. I was handing out some samples of Pepsi, a blue Pepsi that they had come out with at one point in time at the local Kmart, getting on people's nerves. And I said, you know what? I would never do this again. But anyway, y'all know I just went down a whole other rabbit hole with that situation. But what I want to tell y'all is they denying the accusations. The account that had brought up these allegations has since been deleted. Okay, it has since been deleted. And so there you have it with that. Again, I feel like this. Y'all leave these people alone. Leave them alone. Let them do what they got to do. Beautiful couple right there. And to me, quiet as it's kept, even if it was true, I feel like they present in a united front, which is what they're supposed to do. I mean, that's all I can say. I don't know, but Mike say he ain't do it. He know what his thing look like, and so I'm a believer. Okay, I'm gonna rock with it like that. Oh yes, Alicia, the Pepsi Blue. Whew, it was a long time ago. Meanwhile, let's move right on along. The stories I could tell y'all about some of the things I have done working in this entertainment industry. Y'all would be like, "Ooh, baby." Let's move on. Okay, let's move on because we need to talk about Wendy Williams real quick. Okay. Now, Wendy, let me tell you what's going on with her. It's good news and it's bad news. It's good news and it's bad news. Now, The Wrap is reporting that the Wendy Williams show has jumped an entire 33% in household ratings the week ending in October 24th, which did not feature Wendy Williams. Okay. Instead, the guest host filled in for Wendy's while she's recovering from her issues. Okay. Now, to put this in perspective, the delayed season 13 premiere week posted a 0.8 rating, up from the previous week's 0.5. Now, it had been in reruns, which of course, will explain some of the ratings gain, but the same week last year received a 0.9 rating. Though overall downward trends make it difficult to assume blame or praise for this particular performance, is what The Wrap is quoted as saying. So, Leah Remini, who had filled in for 4 of the days of the successful return to new shows, with the premiere panel on the 18th, hosted by a panel that included Devin Simone, Bevy Smith, Elizabeth Wagmeister, and Michael Yo. Okay. Now, here's some other bit of information. Now, Sherri Shepherd, I believe we could say Sherri has been killing it according to the streets. Okay. I've only seen clips of Sherri, but I took and told y'all, from my perspective, Sherri is a good look. She's palatable to the daytime audience and advertisers. She's had her stint on The View, which I'm sure helped prepare her for daytime, this type of daytime in the Wendy Williams seat. And she's a comedian. So she has the ability to think fast, on her feet, on the fly, with also the great recall that it would take to deliver the stories in the way that they need to be delivered. So to me, I mean, it might be the Sherri Shepherd show. Although we love us some Wendy. Let me get that straight. I want to put that out there because I want people to understand what I'm saying. We love us some Wendy. But baby, it's feeling like Sherri Shepherd is doing the doggone thing. Now, what's also interesting is this. While I pull up this, I also want to state this, and it's very interesting. We got to note this. If the ratings are up 33% on a show that is not even it's the Wendy Williams show, but the ratings are jumping without Wendy Williams there. What could that mean for her to return? Now, this could be a good and a bad thing. It could be good because what it could do is, technically, it's like, I'm sure, and a part of me, I'm sure, is she still getting paid? How much ownership does she have in the show? Because to me, that tells me she could at some point step back, not even do the show no more, and still own the rights to this show as it stands right now until the end of the season. I don't know how that works. I'm sure there's some pay that's got to be divvied up in a couple of different ways, and probably some taken out of her paycheck. But at the end of the day, it's not a bad look for the network. It's not a bad look for advertisers if the ratings are continuing to rise. Okay. So that's a very interesting situation for Wendy Williams. Gadget Girl 99DS says, "Hey Richie, Sherri is funny and relatable. She is fantastic on the show." There we have it. Okay. Let me point this out to you guys real quick as well, just for you guys to have some perspective on what's going on, because we know that Wendy will not be back anytime soon, okay? At least up until the 22nd of November, and I'm pretty sure it will last until December, because the week of the 22nd is also Thanksgiving week, and so I really can't see her coming back to the show that week. It just doesn't, logistically, it doesn't make sense to me. It would make more sense for her to come back in December, if anything, but I don't even see that happening either, okay? Antonio says, "The curiosity of how these first co-hosts will perform is why the ratings are growing. However, Sherri is killing it. I love her." Antonio echoing the sentiments of Gadget Girl 99DS and a lot of you guys down in the chatterization as well, okay? Thank you for that super chat. And James, yes, you are correct. As of now, Wendy Williams show is only renewed through 2022 season. So that means going into the early part of next year. Okay. So this is going to be interesting. Okay. Now, I want to point out to you, we got another one from Toya Caldwell, who says, "I like Sherri Shepherd, but she's no Wendy and is not close to being an evil villain. We need someone who has a slick mouth." I understand what you're saying. I definitely understand what you're saying. Moving right on along. Thank you for that super chat. Just so you guys know, and how we know Wendy won't be back at least until the week. If anything, it could be the week of the 22nd, but like I said, it probably won't be. They put up a notice that says the Wendy Williams show is excited to announce that actor and comedian and good friend to the show, Michael Rappaport, will be guest hosting the week of November 8th. The week kicks off with an all-new Hot Talk panel on Monday, November 15th. Then actor and comedian Bill Bellamy will take the reins on Tuesday, which is also interesting, November 16th and 17th. And then later that week, legendary talk show host Jerry I'm assuming that's, Judge Jerry and fellow daytime host, the Steve Wilco Show, will be filling in on Thursday, November 18th and Friday, November 19th. So again, that is the lineup that we have here. Okay. I'm looking at Perez Hilton's comments. There was some talk really of there being some issues with Leah Remini having co-hosted, because having been the main host, because it was alleged that Wendy had not been alerted to that and did not give approval for it. And so some people are speculating that that is why now there are a bunch of male co-hosts who are coming up in the next couple of weeks. So that is the news, guys, for the Wendy Williams Show and Mike Hill and Cynthia Bailey. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I really, really appreciate the super chats. I appreciate all of your comments. You guys also help keep me up to date as well sometimes. And, again, this is a commentary channel about the news. So it's great that we all can have our moment to just have these discussions about the things that are going on in reality TV and pop culture. If nobody has told you today, I love you. And you should go and tell somebody else that as well, because positive energy, it spreads like wildfire. And y'all know how I feel about that. With that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video.